Hi, Professor. This is my binder of binderness. Got checklist. I didn't do any global ICM. I looked at it. I don't remember taking notes. I probably did at some point. And then I did not do a lot of these. I'm so sorry. I read them. I just didn't take notes on them. Political science. This was the syllabus. Final exam, California. Those two with direct democracy, and then Prop 13. Yeah. The first mini quiz, like the very first mini quiz, study guide notes, first exam study guide with all the vocab and terms, and then several pages of doing the essay questions and trying to do them correctly and right and understand them and keep it going. And I did this 3 or 4 times just to do that. We got the policy paper, the three of us, mental health and education, all this stuff that we did. I did a lot on the first two policies, as well as doing research throughout, especially towards this side. I did a lot of research for the end, and a lot of the beginning research on, going back a few pages, what the current policy is. Yeah, current policy. Did a lot of research on that. Helped with a lot of research on that. And in the end, with the conclusion, all the helpful hotlines I thought we were presenting, so I was going to give those to everyone in case they needed help. And then 4 or 5 pages of works cited, because we went a little overboard, and this thing's 14 pages. And it's amazing. First lecture notes, because that's all I understood that day, and we did a lot of talking and syllabus stuff. Next lecture notes I have what political behavior is, the 3 parts of science, and how it affects political science, and the 2 kinds of political science, and little notes in the margins, have that. Got the next notes with about presidential candidates, and then the second kind of science, which is political sociology, that I marked. Let's see, cause sequences, culture, random doodle, because why not? Tragedy of the Commons, free rider program, problem, those guys. The market failure, supply and demand. Did not have a lot of stuff on that page. Super Bowl activity that I kind of understood. You gotta do the driving forces, training forces, yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure the Niners didn't win. Got Ash and Tocqueville, and little notes on the side here. Civil society, minority groups, public opinion, civil society, government, yeah, so that whole flow chart. And then these 3 and how it goes into fake news and how the partisanship is. Functions of civil society. Yeah, I think that's all I have, unfortunately. More for the quiz study guide. When I first started working on the research project, what it was originally, SMP, and how America does it, versus how the rest of the world does it with proportional representation. I guess Britain specifically. And we got the consequences of SMP and PR, and then the party realignment, which leads us into the first era and a little bit more project ideas. First era, trying to connect it all. Second era and the dates. Let's see. Still second era. Third, fourth, fifth. Did not have a lot in there. And then sixth. And supposedly we're in the new 7th era. Or maybe we're still in the 6th. I don't know. The 1D spectrum. Fragmentation. Positive externalities. Which was... I think this was the next class. Yeah, because then we did the, this was the workday in class before COVID that we had working on the policy project. And then, Mayhew, other book, what happened here? Oh yeah, the, how to get elected thing. And then quid pro quo, Congress horse trading, and how to get votes. The American president, when we started doing what the president does and can do and has done in the past. Back when the midterm, we were still in class. More powers of the president and what the Supreme Court does and how they're partisan, even though they're not supposed to be. One of the last lectures, I think this was the first lecture we did on Zoom. The Supremacy Clause, the Lochner Court. I think this was it. Might have been the one before it. The Warren Court and Brown v. Board of Education and all those super awesome court cases and not super awesome court cases. Judicial interpretation, how they deal with that. Got the principle to do. This is a continuation. Oh, what did I eye roll here? Philosophical law is more powerful than written law. Ah, yes, that thing. And then on to the readings, I have the Why Politics reading. I have the brain is primed for something, and how this is a fake pill. People don't care. They'll get placeboed, and they'll just have a high illusion of things working. Citizens United and the 7 charts. I took a couple of notes, and one of the chart statistics I noticed was that the liberals, as soon as after Citizens United, they spent outside spending was 300 million versus 700 million. So, like, big difference there. And I wonder how much of that was, not there. And the 10 super awesome court cases and not super awesome court cases that happened. And yeah, that's everything. I enjoyed your class. Have a good summer.